By the Emperor's light, another warp breach! Purge the heretics for the Emperor! Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k's Rogue Trader. So, last time we finally made it to the Governor's mansion. And now, Lucy has some splaining to do. What's this? The heavy hum of this massive cogitator runs down the metal walls of the bunker, filling the entire command structure. Alright, Governor Medinah. The tall, dark-skinned man turns toward you and greets you in a curt military manner. Faisal Raikati ab Medinah of Af Coronas, Governor of this star system. Welcome to my temporary headquarters. The man's gaze falls on Abelard, his eyes slightly narrow. Wersarian? What the hell? Number one, how do you know him? Number two, nobody talks to my Abelard like that. Governor Medinah, my greetings. The governor's expression changes drastically when he sees Cassia. Lady Navigator? What an honor! I never thought that House Orselio would grace our world with a visit. I only wish I could have received you under different circumstances. Cassia purses her lips, and an echo of grief knocks the wind out of those present. House Orselio is grateful for the support that you have provided to Urac 5 these many years. And then the governor notices Cabela's clothes, and his eyes go wide. He adds softly, "Yeah, you better watch your next words, buddy." And cautiously, "This woman, she is your bodyguard, I presume? Or is she here to..." He stops, choosing not to finish his question. "Yep, keep talking shit to Abelard, and she is definitely here too." "I'm not seeing the convoy I'd sent to meet you. What happened? Did they fail to find and escort you? If that is so, I promise you their punishment will be swift and severe." Yeah, I want to know about this more. What a curious exchange of pleasantries. Is there some kind of discord between you and Abelard? No, of course not. Because I'm an idiot. An old misunderstanding. Thank you, Abelard. Over a century old by now. Really? I didn't realize you were that old. It isn't worth your time, Lord Captain. The convoy was ambushed and massacred. The only surviving soldier turned out to be a traitor and was personally executed by me. That is an outrage. I will have the personnel vetting procedure changed immediately. The slightest suspicion will be grounds for arrest. Your Lordship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that are of interest to you, there is a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was the head of House von Valentius. I have received no word of her demise. How is it that you are now the rogue traitor? Yeah, no, let's go with number one. My esteemed predecessor died at the hands of cultists. May the Emperor incinerate their souls. The governor frowns and a deep shadow falls over his face. Rogue traitor von Valentius slain. Unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences, Your Lordship. Do not hesitate to let me know how I might be of help. Yeah, all of these are saying the same thing. Commerce 60. I need a fresh crew to replace those killed in the attack on my ship, and I need material compensation. Yes! Commerce test succeeded. The governor bows his head in acceptance. Of course, Your Lordship, you will be compensated for any losses, and I'll see to it personally that your ship's holds are filled with the finest goods from my personal reserves. Profit factor gained 2. Yes! Abelard nods in approval and remarks quietly, "Excellent, your lordship. A rogue trader has no use for leniency. I can offer you several thousand fine, obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you that I won't be able to do it until we've dealt with the insurgency on the planet. I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rabble will soon be duly punished for their heretical scheming." I'll do this one last. Yeah, my kinsman Conrad Voigtfear von Valentius has betrayed our dynasty and the Imperium. If he is hiding in this system, I want him handed over to me. Voigtfear is a traitor? Why, any family, however noble, has an unworthy scion or two, naturally. We will surrender him should we find him within my jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no information regarding his location. However, the governor pauses to think. We have a cogitator here at the command center. It's connected to a data crypt from Logis Abel's sanctum. It aggregated all the Lex Mechanica reports. Unfortunately, the access prayer for it is unknown to me. If you manage to convince the stubborn machine, you might learn something about Conrad's movements. I'd hazard he fled from you on a ship, not on a pair of wings. Yeah, no, fair guess, and we already got that information. Yeah, before I do anything else, I wish to commend the courage of one of your officers, Sergeant Malgar. He and his soldiers valiantly defended the starport. The sergeant who managed to impress a person of such noble standing will be recommended for decoration. Yeah, damn right. Are you so confident that you will crush the insurrection soon? My own impression has been the exact opposite. Really? After we've just been popping blood balloons from here to the starport? Is that so? The governor maintains his composure. I'd like to hear your reasoning. Yeah, let's go with this one. The rioters are too well organized, too well informed, too well armed. There are signs of indoctrination into heretical beliefs. They are clearly being directed by someone competent and charismatic, Governor. You are dealing with an archenemy cult that is growing at an alarming rate. The governor's eyes darken, but your unwavering gaze makes him give in. All right, perhaps I've underestimated the mutiny, writing it off as the rabble's unusual nonsense. I will say this, in his defense, it is in a governor or planetary magistrate's best interest, especially when there is an Inquisitor in the system, to downplay any corruption possible, because they will exterminatus the shit out of your planet the first chance they get. However, if it does involve corruption and an underground cult, this needs to be investigated. I'll assign additional resources to it and take the issue seriously. You have my word, your lordship. Heinrich von Kallax, an interrogator of the Most Holy Inquisition, is operating in your system. Do you know where he is? The governor lowers his voice. I do. Master Van Kallax has left for the hollowed electrodynamic Cenobrium. It's an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity, but I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of the Most Holy Inquisition. Besides, I have already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. The weapon the insurgents were using to shoot down shuttles over the city has been destroyed. Now nothing is preventing you from returning to your ship. If you wish to find Master Van Kallax, you should go to the Cenobrium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Notes of anxiety creep into the voice that rattles from Pascal's voice. On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magus Hanuman, am officially initiating my participation in the operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and assure myself that it is under zero risk of falling into I can't speak. Heretic hands. According to the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation, my tech comrades were supposed to lock the monastery gates against lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that an ordained magos should provide his assistance. I agree. I categorically object. Yeah, of course you would. The governor clenches his fist. As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have on my hands a whole capital that needs to be attended by the Omnissiah's servants. Yeah, well, they are not your servants, nor are they yours to boss around. The Adeptus Mechanicus kind of works independently. They just work with the Imperium. We have lost many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished in the same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense forces. Medinah and Pascal glare at each other, their unyielding gazes like crossed swords. You have picked an interesting time to quarrel with a servant of the Omnissiah, Governor. A critical situation calls for decisive action. I simply cannot let every learned tech priest go to their death the moment they hear about an endangered relic. I need people who can do more than praise the Omnissiah to look after the capital and its millions of citizens. Well, that is true. You still do not have the authority to give him orders. This Magos is part of my retinue. You have no right to give him orders. You mistake me for a fool. I know that he arrives separately from you, and I would bet my life that no. Yeah, tell him, Pascal. Fuck him up. The governor's voice dies down in the low growl of a drilling mechadendrite. Its tip is directed straight at the bridge of his nose. Medinah clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly. So this is the negotiation technique you have resorted to? Do you think this is the first time I've been threatened with a weapon? Yes. Yes, I do. No, but this could be your last. Pascal's voice is akin to the sound produced by his drilling implement, steady and calm, but ready to explode at a moment's notice with the crunching of bone and squelching of tearing flesh. I am heading to the monastery because I must. Is that clear? The governor mutters through gritted teeth. Abundantly so, Magos. Why are you so determined to get to the monastery? Is it just because of the relic? It is why I came to this world. I am expected there. Well, it would be my pleasure to assist the Omnissiah's servant in reaching the sanctum. Thank you for your cooperation, your lordship. The drill stops. As compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Magos Hanuman, officially undertake to accompany you in the Rykod system, in the role of bodyguard, and to protect you at all costs until your life functions cease, but only within the limits of the Rykod system. Yeah, you say that, but you're kind of part of the team now, buddy. You're Hanuman? He said his name 3 times before this. I'm glad you're alive. The governor raises an eyebrow and stares at the tech priest in surprise, but refrains from further commentary. I wish to know more about this monastery. The Cenobrium has been run by the Adeptus Mechanicus ever since the colony was founded. The sacred reactor, guarded by its priests, powers the entire planet. I can say no more. It is a forbidden place that even I have only been allowed to visit once before. And you thought that you could give this man orders. Why not shell the monastery if that is where the no. Well, I will in just a second. Pascal, what is so special about the Cenobrium and the relic? What is it in there that has drawn the attention of an interrogator of the Inquisition? I have never been there before, but I would presume that the sacred relic of the reactor is capable of great destruction should it end up in heretic hands. The fury of the freed machine spirit, once released from the sacred circuit, will destroy everything around them. The degree of damage inflicted may render the world of Rykod Minoris uninhabitable. It's a good reason. Heresy must be purged from those blessed halls. I declare any desecrator who defiles the relic's power a Category 3 blasphemer deserving of immediate execution. On that we agree. I'll go ahead and ask. Why not shell the monastery if that is where the insurgents have gathered, or deploy a landing force? Emphasis on deploy a landing force. Fulfilling this request puts the monastery in danger of major destruction. The consequences of this decision for the world of Rykod Minoris could be catastrophic. Yeah, Medinah, why are you so perplexed about my companion's name? The governor looks at Pascal with curiosity. According to the reports we've received, Logis Abel Hanuman set off for the hollowed electrodynamic Cenobrium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find out that you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on Master Van Calix? Pascal's vox rasps in confusion. My name is Pascal Hanuman, not Abel. I know nothing about such a person. What do you know about this Abel, Governor? I've never met him in person. That esteemed Logis supervised the work of Rykod Minoris' Lex Mechanicus for many years. However, he rarely left his cyber chapel, and I never had the honor of making his acquaintance. A true anchorite. Why did he fly to the monastery? That seems suspicious. When a Logis of the Adeptus Mechanicus wants to go somewhere, what, we don't ask why, your lordship? I'm sorry that I'm stuck on this, but this man tried to order you to stay, and he thought you were Logis Abel. Where can I get more information on this individual? I would have suggested that you inspect the esteemed Logis' sanctum, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We recovered several data crypts and connected them to the cogitators at the command post. They might provide you with some information. I think we've already looked at that, but I will go double check to see if there's anything new. It is amazing that a mechanical voice from a Vox can sound so confused. That name might have been used as a signal, intelligible only to its intended recipient. In that case, its bearers might be Archmagos Amernat, initiating an investigation and data collection procedure. I see. Glad to be of service, your lordship. That is all I wanted to discuss. Ooh, you have a name. Combat arsenal transferred to the command center in full. No damage sustained. Tech Priest Quartz Crane. The painfully thin Tech Priest turns sharply towards you. The sudden movement makes his chrome dogmatics briefly clang. His gray eyes, set under furrowed brows, almost blend into the pale skin of his face, and he levels you with a heavy, dour stare. Identification: Unit Logis Quartz Crane, official trade representative of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet. The unit supervises supply routes to the Rykod system, ensures the security of the combat arsenal, performs commercial transactions, and secures mutually beneficial contracts. When the Tech Priest notices Pascal, his eyes widen. His Vox unit immediately lets out a string of screeching binaric, a tortuously long trade in which the volume rises and falls seemingly at random. When it is finally over, the Omnissiah's servant bows his head in deference. Unit Quartz Crane requests permission to transfer information. The rogue trader possesses a supreme degree of power, the potential to influence the current leadership, the ability to restore order in the Rykod system. Pascal, what was that? A detailed complaint. I recommend you consider Unit Quartz Crame's request to transfer information. Permission to transfer information granted. What do you wish to tell me? The tech priest says sharply and curtly, haphazard and careless decisions on the part of Rykod Minoris, governor, have led to unacceptable consequences. Communication with the Adeptus Mechanicus sanctum has been lost. Troops must be sent to the hollowed electrodynamic cenobrium without delay. Restoring communication with the electro priests and ensuring the sanctum's security are our top priorities. You are the head of a rogue trader dynasty. Your position enables you to exert influence, the tech priest pauses for a moment, and pressure on the subjects of the Imperium. Unit Quartz Crane requests assistance. The actions of Governor Faisal Rykadi ab Medinah, af Coronis, must be influenced. Demand the troops be sent to the holy monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I observe that this world's authorities lack diligence in the performance of their duties. This statement is true. United in their denunciations and brimming with righteous criticism, the pair in red exchange knowing nods. You know what? Normally I would ask for a reward. But, since this is the Adeptus Mechanicus, I got your back. I will discuss it with the governor. The Unit Quartz Crane is grateful. The rogue trader is highly likely to successfully influence the future actions of the local authorities. You are an explorator, aren't you? What are you doing here? Retrieving archived data. Over 70 Terran years ago, the governor of Rykod Minoris and authorized representatives of the Explorator Cognizance fleet made an agreement. Its goal was mutual benefit through cooperation. Unit Logis Quartz Crane is the fleet's appointed trade agent. The unit is responsible for maintenance of the arsenal and the combat machinery. Blessed are the armorers, for there can be no Imperium without them. Blessed are the valiant warriors, for there is no end to the darkness without them. The Omnissiah's servants exchange short binaric mantras filled with intimidating solemnity. What is the Cognizance fleet doing in the Rykad system? The Cognizance fleet presence in the Rykad system is negligible. Its research activities in the system have been concluded. A limited presence is maintained for the purposes of logistical support, fulfillment of vows to maintain the Omnissiah's creations, and spiritual oversight. Do you know anything about Tech Priest Abel Hanuman? Unit Quartz Crane has had no previous communications with Unit Abel Hanuman. The memory sector contains other data related to this inquiry. Various resources and the data storage devices of interest have been extracted by the standing army of Rykod Minoris for preservation purposes. The command center currently hosts a cogitator that was used by Unit Abel Hanuman. Appeal to the cogitator's spirits for further information. Show me your arsenal. I accept the commercial transaction. Profit factor is a measure of your status, wealth, and power as rogue trader. This and reputation is how we actually buy things, because money is kind of useless for rogue traders. Yeah, basically what I just said. So, we will take the multi-key, and we will take the analysis helmet. Now, I want to trade with you, because you have a lot of good stuff, and you max out at 18. We have 17. I want to help sell some stuff to you, but I'm going to wait, because we're actually really close to leveling up the pirates. So once we've talked to them, Tech Priest Quartz Crane claims you have not been doing enough to ensure the safety of the Adeptus Mechanicus Monastery. With a heavy sigh, the governor warily covers his face with his hand. Of course he does. That tech priest is very insistent. I ordered a squad to be dispatched to the Holy Cenobrium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They haven't been heard from yet. I'm afraid this is all I can do under the present circumstances. I don't have a single soldier to spare here in the capital. What do you mean? Damn it. I think I needed to talk to you first. I think I may have messed that up. Yeah, here we go. Logis' private archive. The result of Logis Abel's data trait. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it. Shackled in stasis, the minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neural harness of their vows. I am registering an impulse of change. I surmise a potential influence on the stasis of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle, but the cycle can be discontinued. The revelation granted by the Omnissiah to Logis Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Logis Abel is seeking an audience with the venerable Dar Impulse the Sixth, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the governor's palace for a shuttle flight to the electrodynamic Cenobrium. A message has also been sent to the Furibundus system. We're going to have to check that out. The cycle can be discontinued? I recognize the words. The voice from the Vox is soft and pensive, barely audible over the static noise. I believe I know the intended recipient of the message in the Furibundus system. It was me. Omnissiah, grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery. Huh. Well, damn it. I wanted to help this guy out. I know you can strong-arm him into helping, but I think I needed to talk to you first. Well, oh well. We are going over there to help out anyway, so it's not going to matter if he sends a group of guards along with us. They're probably just going to get in the way. Come on, Potato. You can do this. Alright. Let's go talk to the Thunderfang. We'll take this. And you need 500? There we go. Yep. Now we can buy just about everything, except for the one we really want. So hopefully we can get our hands on 3 more profit factor before we finish up this system. And then before we go, we are also going to have to max out. You know what? In fact, let's go back to the bridge just real quick and sell some stuff off to the Mechanicus. Because I want to make sure we get everything we can before we leave this solar system. Because we are probably not going to have a chance to buy it after this. At least if I remember right. Come on. I know we haven't been there in a little while, but you can do it, computer. Why do you have to lie? Okay. Generous. I have some stuff to sell. Okie doke. Damn. Nope. I want to save at least some of this stuff. So we will go ahead and get you up to 4,000. We need 500 more. There you go. Alright. Now we buy everything, whether we can use it or not. Yes, please. All of this. And we're going to try and save as much cargo as we can for when we actually get to Footfall Station next chapter, because that's when we run into everybody. Ooh. Abelard is going to like that. Okay. I think we're good. At least for the moment. Let's look at all the stuff we've picked up and see if anybody can actually use it. Idira also needs to be leveled up. Let's see. Do you want this? You do not want that. How about this? It's a force sword, so that's gonna go to the Inquisitor. You know what? I usually wear that one, but I'll put it on you. Ooh. What's this? Oh, that's pretty good too. But the metronome. I'm not going to be moving all that much. I'm going to put it there, because plus 10 to all characteristics is better than this. Me and Abelard may need to switch boots. Does Cabela have boots? Yeah, okay. So, we are going to give you the charge boots. We are going to give her the killing boots. And we are going to give me those boots. Psychic body glove. Cassia, what are you wearing right now? You are wearing this. Yeah, go ahead and put that on. Can you use this bolter? Ooh. This is the one that I thought she was using to begin with, because the rate of fire is 4. So you are going to keep that. We are going to put both of those in cargo. $17 to $20. Yeah, I like that hers has the power poke. Can Abelard use this? I do like Brutal Strike. I'm going to give that to you. You can use this. sniper gloves. Target's weapon skill and ballistic skill is reduced by 5%. I'm gonna put on this one. Does anybody need gloves? No, your intelligence is your better skill than fellowship, so that won't do too much for you. Plasma pistol. I'll think about that one. But the stub carbine is pretty damn good, if I'm being... When the wearer kills an enemy in a 1-cell radius with a shot, they gain +1 resolve until the end of combat. Kills the target with an exploit using a single... Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that on you. At least for now. You have the tech use gauntlets. This needs to go on... When the wearer uses run and gun, they gain +2 damage to their 5% bonus to critical hit chance for the next ranged attack. Yeah, you can use that. Do you have gloves? Yeah, you have gloves. You know what, Adira? I may not use you that often, but you can go ahead and hold that. And you can go ahead and hold this. Make you at least look like you're a loyal member of the Imperium. Again, I don't know if that's going to count for you. Who has an open slot? Pascal does. Cassia does. There we go. Any other trinkets or doodads that I can move around? I think... Oh, you do need a helmet. But you do not shoot anyone. The wearer of this helmet gains +6% armor. Ooh. You know what? We're going to go ahead and put that on you. I am going to turn... that off, because I like seeing your glorious mane. Anything that we are missing? Yeah, we weren't able to pick up the heavy armor just yet. That can go in cargo. That can go in cargo. You know what? You can go ahead and wear this. I think we're good. I can reorganize this at another time. Ooh. I do like the lightning, but I also like to burn people with fire. So you can have that. That can go into cargo. And we will hold on to everything else except for that. Cargo. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we are good. Let me just level you up real quick. Firestorm. Suffering from Can only target creatures. Target does not stop burning and no longer makes tests to stop burning. Yeah, we could super flame them. Dominate. Like, I'm not too worried about your skills because you aren't going to be in combat all that often. Edge of Fate. Uses psychic power on an ally without unnatural luck. An ally suffers a critical hit, it becomes a normal hit. That's pretty good. Warp Minds. Visions of Doom. Pain Channeling. Mind Thief. Weak Hearts. Flawless Plan. Yeah, okay. We'll go with critical Edge of Fate. Passive learning. Sorry, I don't have her written down in my handy dandy notebook. Because like I said, most of the time she's just going to be staying on the ship. But yeah, let's get that to 50. Flawless Plan. 9th successful dodge and or parry by the Psyker. Grants the Psyker 2 additional AP on the next turn. That's pretty good. But I do like that one. And then let's go with also intimidates all enemies in a 5-cell radius around the target, reducing their dodge and armor by 15%. I will take that. Okay. That was relatively painless. I think we are good to go. At least for the moment. Why do I remember getting an additional 3 trade value? Yeah, here we go. Electrodynamics and Obrium. And yeah, we are good. If we have to switch anyone out, unfortunately it's going to be Argenta. Because if I remember right, this is where we pick up Heinrichs. And he wants to stick around so he can finish his mission. So Pascal and Heinrichs have to be in the party. Which isn't the worst thing in the world, but honestly, I would probably rather have Argenta than Heinrichs. Oh look, some people survived. We'll cover the landing area, your lordship. Glory to the Von Valencius dynasty. So the governor did send people. Okay.
Keep your wits
Well,
about
don't
you.
mind me. I am just going to loot the place real quick. Because we still need as much cargo as we can possibly carry. Yes, I like those odds.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Thank you, Abelard. We will take that. Anything else? Any bodies to loot?
That's
The pieces
how
are
it's
molten
done.
at the edges. The statue was likely blasted by a barrage from a multi-laser turret, the type found on landing force shuttles. You assholes! You did this? You horrible bastards! Judging by the dead people's equipment, they were the same wardens the governors sent to the monastery's aid. So this is what happened to the last team. Any bits of loot?
Hršno Dordal.
Just gotta be extra sure. Alright, through the front door we go. What's this? Ugh. Sorry, it is getting a little bit late. I have to say, I love the architecture in 40K. Doesn't matter if it's a power plant or a trash facility. That shit is going to look expansive.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Anything worth stealing? Well, we loot this holy site to Pascal. Open the gate. Thank you, buddy. The binaric hymn awakens the gate's latching mechanism. Okie doke. Electrodynamic Cenobium. Cenobium. Sorry, I've been saying that wrong. Now, this place is... We've got quite a lot going on here. We've got to try and find Abel. We've got to try and find Heinrichs. We've got to save the artifact if we can. And that's just the mandatory stuff. There's quite a bit of bonus stuff here as well. Any loot? The heretics were killed swiftly and ruthlessly. They never had the time to reach for their weapons. Good. Someone around here is efficient. Luckily for me.
Glory be to the current of the motive force. May its dulcet light shine in our nospheric coronas. May its vitality nourish our augments. May its purity wash over our imperatives and engrams.
Yeah, fair enough.
As far as I am aware, the monastery supplies power to several major hive cities on Rykad. Hidden somewhere in the depths of this building is a reactor of monstrous, unfathomable power.
Yeah, hidden. Somewhere. Oh. You note that wire junctions are often marked with the symbol of a key that appears to connect two lines. Okay. Huh. I think we'll save that direction for when we come around, because this whole area is one big circle.
I always keep my options open.
What's this? There are no wounds on the heretic's bodies, but his face is contorted in terror. His eyes are bloodshot from ruptured vessels. Any loot? Ooh.
Cast your eye there.
Thank you. And I will take this as well. Alright, well, first major thing in the area.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last electro-priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the corpse emperor!
Another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
Hello, sir. The tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked by several reddish-brown stains. A force sword and a vox hang from his belt, and the emblem of the Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest. You try to focus on the man in front of you, but you cannot shake the image of the deadly torture. God damn it! He inflicted on his victim. Your pulse quickens, blood pounding in your ears, sweat beading on your skin. Seneschal, isn't this the chap we're supposed to find for the Lord Inquisitor?
I dare say it is, Lord Captain. Now, if it were possible for the gentleman to properly introduce himself and dispel our doubts.
Seneschal? Lord Captain? Do I have the pleasure of speaking to a rogue trader? Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrichs van Kalox of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. I must confess, I'm perplexed to meet someone of your standing in a place like this.
I am here to collect you. I am under orders from the Lord Inquisitor to offer any assistance you may require, after which I am to provide you safe passage to Footfall aboard my ship. I really want to ask. Point to the corpse. What did you do to him?
I convinced him to cooperate. I can influence living bodies, and I find that the interrogated are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins.
Yeah, fair enough.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task.
Well, now here we get into the authority circle jerk, because technically we're both kind of on equal footing.
Starting with her. You have provided exactly the kind of specialist that this situation requires.
Oh, no one's taking Goth Mommy. I will fight you.
I am the Domin's shadow. If he says the word, I will protect you. If he says the word, I will take you to the Undying One.
Thank you, Goth Mommy.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You are addressing a rogue trader.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium's subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor. I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions. Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the final dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted final dawn.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
Blasphemous insanity.
Alright. Precisely what were you doing at the monastery?
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now.
This wretched planet's troubles are none of my concern. I'm taking you to the ship now. No, I can help you with Aurora. Let's join forces.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base. I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall, near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. No. Goth Mommy is coming with. Even though now we have technically 4 melee users. The fighter's body is still warm. He only bled to death a few minutes ago. Alright, let's take a quick... Hello? I thought I saw something light up. Quick look around. The hard, uncomfortable Somno meditation bed is equipped with neural ports to connect the sleeper to the monastery's cogitator network.
Keep your wits about you.
Do we have any loot? Yes, please.
I always get the job done.
I knew there was something around here. Let's grab this piece of candy. Leather armor. Ooh. 30%, you say? Yeah. Ooh, okay. So that's going on Adira. A symbol for the Omnissiah is inscribed on the wall with grooves of electrical discharges fanning out from it like a river. Now that's pretty damn cool. Alright. Let's head on out here. What time is it? Oh, okay. Unfortunately, it is getting to be about that time of the hour. God damn, dude. Let's equip you real quick. It'll only take a second.
I won't do that.
Okay, well, you're going to need to learn Medicae as soon as possible then. Yeah, we'll do that. Why are you... Okay, fine. You're wearing a shitty flak vest. You can have the leather armor. Now, which of these is better than your crap? This one's better. I wish I would have saved a halfway decent pistol for you, but we should have one back on the ship. Soul Siphon. Cleave, Psychic Force. Yeah, Soul Siphon is better. And then... you have Siphon Life. Ooh. I haven't tried that one out before. Yeah, I think... I don't think you have Endure. And your Fellowship is just as good as your Intelligence, so you can go ahead and have the Monocle. And the gloves. Anything else that we can throw on you? Yeah, you can go ahead and have this. I didn't realize that it was a cape. We're putting that in cargo, because that's a bunch of bull crap. Yeah, okay. Well, I think we are going to have to end it here for today. But I want to thank each and every one of you for coming along with me. I hope you all have had a wonderful day. And until I see you next time, have fun and stay safe out there.